Hi guys, I've been wanting to make this video for so long because I wish that someone had made this video for me when I was trying to figure out what exactly was going on with my hair, basically my entire life until I was like 19. This is going to be my hair journey on how I got from frizzy, unmanageable hair to where I am now. All natural 2C to B hair. Before we get started, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and hit the bell too so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. First, I'm going to tell you guys about my mom and grandma. Those two ladies have amazing hair. They didn't ever go for natural hair. They would use heat styling all the time. If you guys have seen pictures of my grandma growing up, she would do this crazy beehive hairstyle. They really loved curling irons and hairspray and all that stuff. So who knows if my grandma even had a curl pattern back then. She probably did if my mom does, and so do I. But if you use heat on your hair over and over, you can destroy your curl pattern. And then my mom, she also has a wave pattern in the back of her hair that she doesn't even scrunch for. It's just there. And she also has the most hair I've ever seen anyone have. Her hairstylist says that she has enough hair for 3 heads of people, so yeah. But her whole life she would curl these front pieces of her hair and she ruined the curl pattern for them. So those pieces are just kind of straight and the back is curly, so she has to just keep curling it. So growing up, my hair just had a little bit of a wave, really loose, not even like in the curl pattern range. As I got older, it just kept getting more and more frizzy and big, and I didn't really know what was going on. And when I was in middle school, it was pretty much like the straight hair apocalypse. Everybody was straightening their hair, and I remember being so jealous of the girls that had naturally straight, thin hair. Yes, I literally wanted thin, straight hair when I was in middle school. My hair, I'll show you guys pictures, it just was really annoying. I would shower like normal, I would take a brush and run it through my wet hair every single night before bed. That was when I showered, so I would sleep on my hair and it would look just bad unless I straightened it. So I was pretty much using heat and straightening it all the time. I wanted so bad to have straight hair that I literally got a keratin treatment, which is basically this process where they put keratin, which is a protein, on your hair and they flat iron it, bond it to your hair and use some chemical, I don't even know. They market it as like healthy for your hair because keratin's like naturally in your hair, but I don't think it is good for your hair. And for a little bit after I got that treatment done, my hair was more straight, but eventually it just got big and frizzy again because that was my hair type. I just thought that I had the worst hair in the world. I had no idea how to take care of it. Then I decided to get some highlights and they grew out, whatever. So I kind of just accepted that my hair was thick and frizzy and I had so much of it, okay? Like I had a lot of hair. And I learned to embrace it and love it, and I would just use heat. I used to like curl my hair with rods and straighten it, and sometimes I would leave it natural, but I just put it in a bun, and when it was natural, it was brushed out and frizzy. So when I went to college, my hair was looking probably healthier than it has ever looked, and it was so thick, and when I blow dried, it would look crazy, but I just learned to manage it. Yeah, I really loved my hair, but then I was getting bored of it. So I was like, I want a balayage. I wanted it to like naturally go through and get lighter at the ends. So I went to my hairdresser and she was booked, so I went to her daughter and she basically just bleached the entire bottom half of my hair, like left no brown, just complete bleach. And it was very yellow, it looked very brassy, and afterwards she was like, yeah, I think that the bleach took really well, so I'm not gonna tone it. She was like, I don't think we're gonna need toner. So,
can we have a moment of silence for the fact that my hair went from this to this? This should be illegal.
I kind of hated it. Like, I wanted to cry a little bit, but I just held it in and I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't want an ombre because ombres were like really popular a few years before that. I wanted a highlight balayage type of look. But at that point, there was no turning back. It was literally from like my ears all the way down. There was no lightness at the top and there was no brown at the bottom. I reached out to her and basically said that it was not blonde enough because it was so brassy. So instead of toning me, which I guess she couldn't because it literally was not even like a level that you could tone it at.
Also, I want to mention I hated the blonde, but for some reason, I thought that if you bleached your hair that you could not dye it back. I don't know why I thought this, but that's why I just had to get rid of the brassiness because I thought I couldn't go back. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
She bleached me again and gave me a haircut. And again, just bleach on the bottom. And she curled it and everything so it looked good until I showered and washed my hair. And when it dried, it looked so fried, guys. Like, it was so bad. And of course, you guys are gonna know what follows. My hair started thinning out and it was breaking off, and I had to go back and get it cut because it was just a mess from the bottom. Like, she fried it. I had to get my hair cut off to like here. And at this point, I still had no idea that I had wavy hair. I really didn't know yet. My shower routine for my whole life was to put my hair in a towel, let it dry a little bit, and then brush it while it's still wet, and then add some hair oil. So one day, I had my hair in the towel, and I just kind of laid in bed because I was tired, and I ended up falling asleep, and the towel fell off my head, and I didn't get to brush my hair like I always did. And when I woke up, the results were astounding. My hair had a curl pattern that was pretty much the same throughout. It looked like I had braided my hair and fell asleep, and I was like, wait, how did this even happen? That's when I realized if I didn't brush my hair after the shower, I had some sort of curl form, and I was pretty much just brushing it out and not doing anything right. So that's when I start to learn about wavy hair a little bit, but I literally watched no videos on it. I just had to figure it out myself because no one taught me. I didn't know what I was doing. So eventually, I remember I was at the store and I saw like Moroccan oil curl enhancing products. I was like, let me try that. That's when I started scrunching my hair, and I dyed the rest of my hair back to brown so my hair didn't have that god-awful bleach on it anymore, and I wanted that to just grow out so I could cut it off because it was just dead hair anyway. So after years, I think it was like 2 years of not touching my hair, and I wasn't using heat on it as much because I was learning this scrunching motion that kind of gave me a natural sort of curl or wave. Definitely wasn't curl. Don't attack me. So I started doing this scrunching pattern, and I didn't need to do as many heat related things to my hair. After a few years, I had grown it out really long, but ever since I bleached my hair, it was never the same amount of thickness. And also, I think just naturally your hair goes through different periods where your hair is more thick and more thin, but I still had a lot of hair, and I was getting bored of it again because it was just brown. I remember when I cut my hair freshman year, I was thinking for my hair to get back to the length it was, I knew it would be my senior year of college, and I remember being devastated about it, but I finally got there. It really did take that long because your hair can only grow so much. But yeah, it took a lot of time and love and effort, and I got my hair to grow out again. I was scrunching my hair a lot. Senior year, I pretty much barely ever used heat on it, but it still didn't look extremely healthy. I was so proud that I didn't use heat on it, and I thought that it was healthy, but it really wasn't that healthy.
So this was my hair in summer 2017, and this is my hair in winter 2018. So that was about a year and a half of taking really good care of my hair and barely ever using heat on it and getting trims, and I got it to be much healthier and have a much more conformed wave and curl pattern. But then I got bored of it and bleached it again. But this time I actually did my research and went to someone who I felt like was really good, and she's the owner of a salon. Also, don't take the cheap route, y'all.
And I went and got a balayage from Catherine at Little Moon Salon. I got my hair balayaged and I got it highlighted again since then after about 6 months, and now my hair is pretty much healthier than it's ever been. I also did a nice trim a few months back, and my hair just feels and looks so healthy. Try not to use heat on your hair. Don't be afraid of bleach, but don't just bleach your whole head because that can definitely destroy your entire curl pattern and fry your hair. Never just bleach everything. If you want to go blonder, I would definitely recommend highlights or balayage and work up to it slowly. You can just keep getting more every single time, and your hair will have enough time to recover, and you can use Olaplex in between and treatments, and you'll get there eventually, but do not rush it, especially if you have curly or wavy hair. It's so easily damaged, so you have to be really careful with it. My rules now for my hair are that I barely ever use heat, only for like very special occasions. I don't even prefer my hair in those styles anyway. Like when I straighten it, it's just like that's when I really get to see how long it is though. So like the last time I used heat on my hair was probably like 2 months ago. And I'm not afraid of using heat on my hair. I would never do it all the time. Another thing that I've changed in my hair routine over the years is how often I wash it. I try to go at the bare minimum 3 days without washing my hair. And with the help of using my refreshing techniques and using dry shampoo, I can easily do that. I don't have greasy hair. In fact, my hair is really dry. If I were to wash it all the time, it would make my hair way worse, which is what I did growing up. I would wash my hair like every 2 days, which was way too much for my hair. And sometimes I try to go like 5 or 6 days without washing it. It doesn't smell the best then, but I'm like, for the health of my hair. If I don't have anything planned, then I'll just do it. I definitely try to watch a lot of different informative videos on YouTube now too, so I can learn about curly health and how it can make my hair the very best it can be. One of my favorite curly girl YouTubers is Mains by Mel. She's amazing. She's not afraid of silicones like a lot of people are, and she's extremely informative, and she's a hairstylist. When I first posted my hair routine video, I got a lot of people telling me how bad silicones were and that I should follow the curly girl method. I don't follow the curly girl method, and my hair routine works for me. If you guys want a video on why I don't believe in the curly girl method for me, then let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely make it. That is my curly girl journey. I'm so glad that I was able to figure out my hair. I don't think I've ever gotten more compliments and love on my hair from when I started to wear it the way that it naturally is. And if you guys have frizzy hair that is super unmanageable and confusing, you might have a curl pattern, and you can literally take it from barely anything to where I was now. If you look at the pictures of when I first started this journey, which I didn't even know I was on a journey yet, it's insane the difference. Like my hair is so much curlier than it used to be, or wavier, and it's so much healthier too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.